Find the right one eventually. Some idiot named it Starting Stream. I'm a potato. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another session. We are here on the first of our Mondays. Hello, Monday crew.
Hello.
Hey.
What's up? Hello.
Welcome back to Reinhard and to everyone else. But especially Reinhard, as he's not been here for a while, because Mondays are better than Fridays for him. And so, we will jump straight into today, as there's relatively few announcements to make. Obviously, we are now playing on Mondays at 8 PM BST. I'm very sorry to anyone that turns up in 50 minutes' time, because I put GMT. But hey, we'll just go with it. Everything's fine. So, very quick recap of last session. Really, I should do recaps of last week. But, well, anyway. Last session that we played on a Friday, the group... I can't remember what they did. I tell you what. Sighard and Goblet, why don't you reflect on what they did?
I don't know what I did. I think you tried to push the envoy through a couple of ghosts in town.
What was the name of that town we were last time? Was it Blood Rock?
Loot Rock. Indeed.
So, you think this town we're going to now has got the same stuff?
Well, when we were in Blute Rock, Lord Somethinghouse told us that he's got problems with spirits or a lady in the river or something. And
Yeah.
Rumor has it that it gets worse the further south we go. So since Blute Rock's north of us, we were going to head south and talk to the... What is the nobles' names down there?
There are two of them.
DM?
The main lord is Engelbrecht.
Engelbrecht.
And his Farsha.
Yeah.
It's Faja.
That's the, you saw that spooky lady, so keep your eye out for more of those spooky ladies.
You're
Yeah.
just passing
Gots.
by...
I found that.
You're just passing by the edge of town right now. Gots to your right is a tree. There are two corpses currently hanging from it, Sighard. You know who they are and what they did. Each of them stripped to just their bare clothes. Equipment taken, but they've been hanging there for a few days now. A very faint breeze makes the bodies sway left and right ever so slightly. The horses seem somewhat spooked by it, Gods. Can you roll me a charm animal, please? Same for you, Reinhard. This is mainly just to calm the animals if you can.
Average, challenging.
Average, sorry. Was that an average, Reinhard?
Oh, no.
Okay.
It was an average, yeah.
It was an average. Okay, so the horses very, very slightly sort of jeer the cart toward the other side of the road. You're not in complete control of them. They're deciding that maybe that they should be travelling on the left rather than the right. And each of them sort of buck a little bit as you go past the tree.
I don't really blame them. They are quite ripe.
Shh, Darkfire. It's okay. Carry on.
You really think it's wise to leave those dudes dangling there? I mean, all the deadites and the zombie wranglers out there?
Hey, Sighard, do we have time to cut these down?
No. That's a warning for anybody that's going to try to come in and invade or kill our citizens. We'll move them when the time's right.
Carry on we go.
Who looks at the corpses as you go past for more than a
I
glance?
don't even give them a
Sneaky
second
gander.
glance or
Yeah.
thoughts.
Godlets and Gots. Can you make me a challenging perception roll, please?
Certainly.
I'll just be tapping Darkfire on the side of the neck, trying to calm him.
Okay.
No.
They sway left and right, and the imagery of A decaying corpse there in front of you is unsettling enough to dissuade even someone that claims to be somewhat of a, well, former expert in the undead god, but
Seen one, seen them all. Yeah. Maybe best to keep an eye on them, that don't walk away on themselves.
Well, I think they're going to have a hard time walking with their feet 3 feet above the ground.
Yeah, well, maybe.
But if they start talking to us on our way back, then we'll do something else.
Yeah.
okay. Now, are there any other conversations to be had? Any other catching up to be done before you arrive in Yettenberg?
So, Reinhard, are you going to be stationed out of Tame, or are you still working out of whatever town that is?
Tom at the time being. I've got no plans to move elsewhere.
So, Captain Lambert's back on the path again.
He has healed up
I don't-
nicely.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't actually know. What's the story with him?
He's healed up nicely. He retired to the desk job, but he's basically got too much testosterone flowing through his veins to stay bound to a desk. So he's back on the roads.
Nice.
Good. We are in dire need of trained road wardens.
That we are.
Remedy that.
So few of us.
Well, there's only you right now in town.
Even better.
Congratulations, Captain.
Tip my hat.
So, gentlemen, I suggest once we get there, I'll go into the meeting with the angle brick. And what was the dad's name?
You'll find out in a minute.
Okay. We'll go to. I'll go into that meeting with them, discuss ongoing, and you guys can look into the burnings and see if they've got the same situation down here as we got up north.
Yep. Sounds like a plan. But just give me a second, because I think I got something for you. You're where is it? He puts his hand in his pocket and
I'm not eating one of your mushrooms.
no, and he puts it in the palm of his hand, and he sort of rubs it, and he mumbles something. Let's see. There we go. There we go. And yeah, well, here, I made this especially for you, Siggy. I think I tried to make it like the one you had when you were a kid, but it's not really the same. So, and he gives you a pendant of sorts, crudely made wooden thing, something of resembling four-leaf clover carved in it, and something resembling something from your youth. I don't know what exactly, but you have a charm.
All right.
It's a lucky charm.
All right, Bert. Yeah, I'll take it, because it's not something new for him to be handing me weird trinkets. I'll just put it in my pocket.
And no, you put it on your neck, not in your pocket. Won't do any good there. It's a lucky charm, man. Don't you know how those things work?
I thought they were magically delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll put it around my neck, I guess, and put it under my uniform, or my
Okay.
clothes.
You equip it
Yeah, I suppose.
without saying thank you.
Thank you, Bert.
You're welcome.
The grudge has been lifted.
Thanks, Dad.
That's all right. So, anything else, or shall we arrive at Yettenberg? That sounds like we'll be arriving at Yettenberg. I will comment that the weather is somewhat misty. It's coming up to brunch time, at least. Perhaps another hour or so till lunch, but there is a fog in the air that's not unusual for this time of year, but it's been more prevalent as of recent. Ever so slightly shrouding yourselves from the sun, there is a slight grey tint to the sky. It's perhaps been some days since you've even seen the big yellow ball. And so, we arrive at Yettenberg, which is a relatively small town compared to the size of Tarn, yet slightly more prosperous, slightly better developed. And we shall go... Doink. There we go. Right. Currently outside a tavern. Having parked up the cart, it's relatively quiet in the streets. There are a few individuals, very solemn looking, maybe not even enjoying a draft ale. The rest of the town is going about their chores, but not many pay you any notice as you arrive. And so, what is on the agenda?
So it looks pretty somber. Does it look about as pathetic as Tom does on a normal day?
There is an extra hint of gloom in the air. Not too much, but palpable by comparison. Do you want to roll me an intuition test, please? Challenging. Just for Sighard in particular.
Oh, this is gonna... Not challenging, you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shy folk probably don't like strangers.
So on the way in, I'm going to be looking around, see if there's any like horses going in and out, road warden signs, tracks, traps, anything like that.
Okay. Roll a average perception, just as you're looking for fairly clear and overt things. Not too many road wardens round here. There are a few hoof prints in the dirt as you make your way into the town. Perhaps been a few individuals coming and going. They do have a river by their side as well. That's more likely their primary means of transport from here, but there are at least signs that some people utilise the road, perhaps just not a lot.
And I'm going to head to the stables and horse around and tuck the horses in.
Okay, Gots. Gots heads off to the stable, Godbert, and then Reinhard, as you've arrived into the town. I will say one other thing catches your eye as you reach more of the central location of, let's say, the residential area. It's not a big town, so it's perhaps only 50 yards inside, but there are a few burnt buildings. Now charcoal primarily. Small homes, you would assume, from the size of turf that they were occupying and the amount of rubble. It looked like single-storey buildings. There's perhaps 5 of them.
Assuming we're sitting at this table now, or is it just...
This is just a thing, but there is a table.
Yeah. No, if we're just still walking around, then I will clamp a passerby like old guys do, and excuse me, what's we're out of towners, and what's I'm curious, what's happened here with these did you have a fire here?
Can you make a challenging charm, please?
Nice.
A decent roll from yourself.
Wow.
Decent roll from them too. Sorry, sir. Not a lot happening recent. Nothing unusual. It was just some fires. And rushes away from yourself.
I gather you look kind of not willing to discuss it more.
Roll an average intuition to see how much you can pick from this person's disposition toward you. Yeah,
He just so quick.
it all happened so fast. So fast.
So I'm gonna go up to the bar.
Yep.
Order a couple of drinks, me and Bert. And just have a chat to the barkeep.
Okay.
Just some general chit chat to start with. How chatty is the barkeep?
I would say his initial response is along the lines of, new around town?
Yeah, just popping in. Official duty.
Road warden, eh?
Yeah. Tough job around here.
Aye. Tough indeed.
You got any road wardens around here?
Aye.
Whereabouts are they?
He looks like he's about to say something and then pulls himself back. What'll it be to drink?
Couple of ales, please.
Aye. Pours out a couple of ales from the barrel behind him. Asks for a few pennies that we'll deal with after the show.
I'll give him a little tip as well. Just say thanks.
He looks somewhat surprised. Thank you.
I'll go back to Bert and I'll say, I can't seem to get anyone to talk. The barkeep seems pretty quiet. How about you?
Yeah. Oh, no. Dude, the road seemed fairly, hasty. Maybe just, we sit here quietly and, maybe some people will talk a bit loud and we can pick up something what's going on here.
Okay.
Try
like
not
a
to be
plan.
noticed, and then people tend to forget you're there and just talk, you know?
Cool, so we'll just sit quietly then. Just having our drink, listening.
Okay. You two can listen on in for a while. Sighard, are you headed straight off to your meeting?
Yeah, I would say so. I'd probably have him drop me off on his way to the stables.
Okay. We'll come to you in a moment, Gots. For now, we will just transition over to a fairly large home, 2 stories. Unlike the others, not a thatched roof, tile. Relatively well decorated, a couple of insignia outside, a few flower pots that look at least more ornate than the rest of the town. There's a large knocker on the front door, which is currently closed, but you can hear the clanging of plates inside.
I kind of look at the building and going, this is what a house looks like. And then I'll go up and rap on the door.
Okay. And
So there's no guards outside, just...
There are a few walking around town. There doesn't seem to be one specifically stationed here. But as the servant opens the door, there is a bodyguard inside, a fairly rough, burly-looking man who's currently wolfing down a pint of ale while standing, leaning over a small table and seemingly shoving the remnants of a pie into his face. The servant brings you past and apologises for the lack of decorum as shown by the guard and gives him a quick sort of slap on the side and tells him to get back outside to his post. The servant then leads you into a large dining room where you are met with a particularly large man. Now I'll drag the rest of you out the way because you don't get free food in this scene. Sucks to be you. And we go to Sighard, walking into, well, what looks like an ogre of a man sat by a table, barely contained by his chair, with a slender man stood behind him. The large individual's currently gnawing on what looks like a turkey leg. Tears off a portion of its flesh in a single bite, perhaps even half of the meat. And after barely chewing and swallowing it, clumsily wipes his mouth with his sleeve.
Sighard, I assume.
How are you today?
Oh, troubled, and hungry. Please.
He, holding a knife, waves it at some of the chairs.
Please join us.
I do. Hop down in the seat.
Wonderful. So, how go things in town?
Quite troubling indeed, just as you were saying about yourself. You have some disturbing instances. Well, yeah, I'm sure you've heard of the invasion there not too long ago.
Trouble.
And been nothing but trouble since. More and more sightings of ghosts or something in the woods. I haven't seen it myself. And same thing up north in Blute Rock. Lord Somethinghausen said the same thing. We had a brief run-in with some raiders that tried to invade the town and mentioned something about, before we, dispatched them accordingly, that troubles were even worse further south. So we want to make sure we come down and see how y'all are faring.
Halfway through that, the man, if you can call him that, let's call him the ogre, although clearly not, finishes the rest of a tankard, perhaps 2 litres. It's difficult to know how much he just drank, but you would assume it to be perhaps all of it. Again, wiping his mouth.
Morgana, Father. I feel that perhaps we should double our efforts.
His father, without speaking, just solemnly nods back to him and goes to reach for a book over on the table side and starts etching in a few notes.
Everything here, Sighard, is under control, as you can see.
Oh, if you say so, Baron. Who am I to question? We heard that there was rumors that there was a sickness here. If there's anything that we can do to help.
He takes his hand and gives a dismissive gesture towards the servants. They promptly leave.
From a noble to another. Once they have seen the dead, they will never be the same. they are forever tainted. Is that not right, Father?
And his father once again nods. You barely hear a murmur come from his lips, but he responds with something to his son. Perhaps 3 words or so in length.
Yeah. We burned them to keep the rest safe. And we have a curfew, as well as other precautions.
We have enacted a curfew similar from sundown to sunrise.
Wise.
Keep the gates closed.
And there is no need for the guard to look at the walls outside. Keep them in. Keep them where you can see them, and where they cannot see them.
How long ago did this start?
Oh,
Sort of looks like he contemplates for a little while before turning to his father. Again, a very small mumble in response.
weeks, I think. Time passes slowly here.
Again, pointing the knife at you, this time with a fairly large lump of what looks to be vintage cheddar on it. And this is a carving knife, and perhaps a lump of cheese the size of your fist.
You do know where it comes from, right?
Unfortunately, I don't think I do. That's why I've been traveling all over the Wreckland trying to...
Well, I would suggest frequenting yourself with the tales of Drakenfell and the heathens to our south.
Takes a large chunk of that cheese, half of it.
Drakenfell, is that something that's already happened in one of the previous wars? Is that something that my dad would have known or talked about?
It will be a tale that you would be familiar with. In varying degrees, there's a poisoned feast. I'm actually not sure in history as to whether or not that's happened yet. I believe so, but someone will correct me in chat for being wrong, I'm sure. But the castle has existed throughout history, and let's just say there has always been a cautionary tale about it, to varying degrees, depending on the times.
The Lord to our south, we do not say her name, and that clever man, they have been worshipping it, delivering food and money.
Clever man.
If you want to know where the corruption is, look to who is feeding it. I would ask, I am in the process of training some troops. Small but well-trained. I've hired a mercenary to assist. I think we should sign a treaty.
Looks to his father for approval. His father sort of does a small but brisk nod, perhaps 5 times, reassuring him.
Yes, one treaty between us. join forces.
In terms,
We will need more.
with regard to the neighbors to the south.
Yes. That bitch.
Chokes for a second on the cheese he's just put into his mouth. For a second or two, before then swallowing it.
That creature is
Looks to his father for sort of advice as to what word he should be using here.
unlikable. But she's also up to something, rest assured. We know. Tell me, Sigurd, if you do not mind me asking, how many guard do you have? Are you sufficiently defended?
Barely right now. Our numbers were severely depleted with the Beastman invasion. I think somewhere around a dozen combined.
Best see to it that you triple that quickly. We're going to need soldiers, Sigurd. Lots of them.
Yeah. Indeed. We may, Now, here's a question that might benefit both of us, too. I am new to the Reichland hierarchy, if you will. If I went to one of these said nobles to the south and did some poking around, you think I would be able to get some information from them?
He sort of scrumbles his face with a make an average intuition roll, please, to see how much you can read into this man. This man, Bear Pig. Hey, that's not too bad. He looks kind of disgusted at the idea of going there. Not particularly pleased at your suggestion.
I would suggest caution. She is untrustworthy and a schemer, and there is a reason should anyone from her barony cross my trench, I cut off their legs.
Indeed. I will keep that in mind.
Her sickness.
Take a bite of food.
Yeah, fair enough.
Her sickness bleeds onto those who serve her. And thus they cannot be trusted.
Is this a physical or a mental sickness?
Looks like he has to think for a moment and looks to his father again. A small mumble in response.
Both, we think.
Baron, did you have any dealings with Theodosius while he was running tame?
Once or twice I met him. We talked. I gave him food. He gave me food. It was pleasant.
You didn't get any bad feelings about him?
Oh, no. He was a polite man.
And you never met the Lord of Tom?
I think maybe once he introduced us. Briefly. For a meeting when we had to sign some papers for boring legal dribble. Could you pass me that pie, please?
No, absolutely.
Thank you.
No. Yes. I'm just I'm trying to I will talk to him. I will send my envoy down. We will discuss a treaty. But as I said, I think I'm still going to keep looking around. If I have to go south, but I will take all of your advisement with the utmost caution against
Good.
dealing with the people to the south, if you will.
Have you tried the brandy?
Drakenfell sounds like something from a kid's nightmare story, if I remember correctly. I don't think I want to go there quite yet.
No, but if we cut off the heads or legs of those who are feeding them there, paying them tribute, then we have a lot less to worry about. You should try the brandy.
Indeed.
Points to the bottle in front of you.
All right, I'll try the brandy.
He's on his third bottle since you've been there.
I'm not drinking a bottle.
Okay.
I'm having one glass.
Make a roll.
I'm not a drinker.
Make a consume alcohol, please. Challenging.
Oh, good God. Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's a lot stronger than you were expecting. It's got a fiery burn to it. It's harder to even tell if it tastes nice. You're just struggling with the ethanol right now.
This tastes a lot like the fire brandy we got down south.
Homemade. I'll give you the recipe.
That would be much appreciated.
Now, just before pudding, do be careful when you visit down south, especially to that bitch. Don't let her taint you, lest I have to cut off your legs.
And
Well, neither one of us want that.
No, but she would look funny without them.
and chomps down on another. He's gone back to savoury now, so chomps down on another turkey thigh. His lips are greasy.
I kind of lost my appetite a while ago.
Food's good, I would say, from what you can see in front of you.
I'm sure I ate it, but now that I got fire in my stomach and this guy looks like Jabba the Hutt, Yep.
The rest of your meeting will conclude after dessert. So, I think we go over to Gots now, and we look for a suitable stable.
Yep, I'm guessing I'm taking Raihan's horse as well.
Yeah, sure. We'll say this is the building by the side of the stable, so don't worry, you'll be here in a moment when I figure out how to put tokens onto it. Doink, there you go.
Super. Magic.
I put the others on so they can kind of watch what they're doing, but yeah, you have a couple of horses. And 3 horses, in fact, and a cart. So.
Super. So I'm going to pull it outside, and this time around I'm going to light a candle or a lantern or whatever I can find before I go in. Learned my lesson last time.
You are scared of stables. Understandably so. Okay. You light your candle.
I would have left my lantern in there. I'm not carrying that with me everywhere.
You even have a potential.
So it
lantern.
would have been in the carriage.
Okay. It is relatively dark inside, but not unusually so. Don't tend to have too many windows that causes too many issues with birds and rodents, so and thieves. And on that note, the horses are a little bit unsteady. Not unusually so, but a little bit unease.
Would you like me to work my charm?
I would like you to work your charm for me, please.
Certainly. Average, difficult, challenging.
Average
easy.
for me, please.
Oh, okay.
This is just a slight uneasiness. It may be because you're stressed that is perhaps rubbing off on them.
There,
Potentially.
buttercup.
Wow, okay. Okay. I'll say there is probably about 8 horses here in total, and with that roll, you calm all of them. What do you do to conquer this challenge?
I'm going to sing him a song of my people.
Okay, you sing them the taxi driver song, and and it works. Whatever lullaby that you remember, it works beautifully, and they calm. All bar one, that is currently stamping the ground with its hooves a little bit. It's currently in a pen and looks to be uneasy, at least compared to the others.
Super. Okay, I'm going to close the door behind me. Any more kind of candles or lanterns inside, I'm going to give them a little cheeky light. And as I kind of go past the pens one by one until I get to the naughty horse, I'll just check, making sure the kind of pens are secure. There's going to be no stampedes, no hooves to the face. Again, learn my lesson.
Yeah, he's good.
Until I get to the old naughty horse.
Okay, you're going to live a lot longer than our last road warden. Not road warden, coach driver. Okay, so all of the horses are secure. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary when you're fastening them, checking the bolts, etc. The wood all intact. You're pretty confident that no horse is just going to break out unless it... Well, a horse can kick pretty hard, but it would be unusual. Now, this one creature in particular has gone towards the rear of the pen. It's difficult to say if it's moving away from you or away from where you are. But it's effectively backed up some 3 feet away from the edge of the pen and is sort of brushing its head to one side repeatedly and scraping at the floor with its hoof.
Super. Right, I'm going to stay near the walls so a little spooky lady can't pop up behind me again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just, I'll be honest, still a bit spooked, a bit kind of
You should be.
riled up, but, you know, I put on a brave face for naughty horse and try and take a closer look, see if there's anything kind of bothering, you know, the horse, why it's agitated, any kind of injuries or any of the ilk.
Okay. Can you make me a... Do you have animal care?
I do indeed.
I'll allow you that or perception, and it will be easy.
Go for a cheeky perception. It's very dark.
It is very dark. Are you sticking with that?
Yes. Well, it is what it is. I clearly struggling to make out anything past my
It is
past my
difficult.
hand.
It is difficult. And initially, it seems to you like the horse is scared of you. It rears back a little bit more. You go forward. Can you make me that charm animal again? Challenging this time.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
There, little
It
pony.
starts to rear up. You can see, you've worked around horses long enough, you can see the look in its eyes where it's potentially going to, and that could be bad for you, but you catch the reins, you draw its head down to yours, and you're able to calm it slightly. But its head moves not from you to the side of you. Its
Obviously,
eyes...
I'm going to look to the side of me.
Okay.
What do I see?
You see its feed.
Oh.
Its feed seems to be... You don't need to roll on this. Slightly unusual. There is a mixture of grain, and it looks like there's maybe been a little bit of meat thrown in with it as well. Perhaps some offcuts, some leftovers from someone's meal, perhaps. It seems to have been mushed together. Can you make me a average perception roll, please? Okay. It looks a bit off. Smells a bit funky. And just as you sort of look back to the horse and your eyes go away, you could have sworn it just moved.
The feed or the horse?
The feed.
Right. Cool. 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 I'm gonna grab out my dagger and just try and scrape some of the feed out the feeder.
Okay. You scrape it to one side.
What do we have here?
And you hunt around. There's a few bits of what you think might have been some gone off pork, perhaps. It's not clear. It's well overcooked and has been mushed around with oats and God knows what else, and you sift through for a few moments. You come across eventually a part of a rat, a tail. So you flick it out with a knife. Rat's leg. Flick it out. And eventually you come to the rest of the rat. At which point it looks like this may have accidentally been put in someone's meal, as it has a cut clean down the middle. As it looks like it's been sawn in half.
Very nice.
Do you continue digging?
No, I'm just gonna just chuck it. Quite frankly, it's clearly bothering the horse. I'll either chuck it outside the door
Okay.
once I'm done, and
Are you
pack and leave.
Are you carrying it with your hands, or just sort of scooping it with a dagger, or?
I'll pick up an edge of a dagger, hold it in front of me. You know, it's pretty gross.
Okay.
Gone off pork, a bit rancid, dead rat. Not really ideal. I won't be kind of hugging it. Let's put it that way.
Okay. As you are, can you make me a challenging dexterity roll, please?
I certainly can.
I'll tell you why in a second.
Super. Dex. Challenging, yes.
Yes.
Super.
Okay.
Well.
You walk out of there with this half a rat and tail and other bits balanced on your dagger. That is until the half a rat twitches and jumps off to the floor. You hear a very soft squeak. At which point, the two claws start dragging the small corpse toward you. Half a rat, one claw at a time, moving centimetre by centimetre toward your leg.
Oh, spooky ass.
Just a little bit.
Right, I'll take the old dagger and just trying to impale the rat.
Okay.
And clearly a second death might let it pass in peace. If not, do you know, I've got a trophy and a talking point for the pub.
Okay. It's a free hit. You do not need to roll for this. It's moving centimetre by centimetre, clawing its way towards you, and with a final squeak, it is more mush than rat now. It flinches its arms a little bit. They judder as you put the dagger through the centre of its body, and then seconds later it goes limp. The horse, however, is not feckin' happy. Roll a... Can you roll a dodge test, please?
While I'm outside and it's all locked up, certainly I can.
This will make sense in a moment. Average, please.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. I can imagine where the other half of the rat is.
Okay. The horse that has been flustered up until this point, and this is with you outside the pen, rears up and kicks the door. A couple of the panels coming flying off toward you, but you hearing the noise and being slightly on edge, shift over to the side, and a portion of this door that has just been snapped off by the horse's rear end simply flies off to the other side of the barn. It's basically a buckle up buckaroo, as it's looking like it's just going to continue kicking. It's frantically wailing around within its pen. It's slightly more scared than you are.
That's saying something.
You're outside, you're safe for now, and the other horses are getting flustered, though. Rather quickly.
All right, let's go be a horse hero. Can I go back in, try and pick up some of the door, just to kind of shield myself a little bit if the horse decides to smack me right in the nabs.
Oh, Jesus.
And,
Okay.
I'm going to try and be looking on the floor for the other half of the mushed up rat.
Okay. I will say... Can you make me a challenging, this is as you go in, a challenging animal care, please?
Yep. Oh dear.
All the rolls. Okay, yeah,
Oh
there's
dear.
probably a rat in there somewhere still. This horse needs you to find the rat. So, what are you going to do?
Let's play Hunt the Rat.
Hunt the rat. Okay. It's a standing food trough, so it's you can sift through it. You can chuck it over. What do you think's going to be? Get stuck in with your hands.
How large is the trough?
3 foot wide. Not particularly huge.
Is this something I can drag out with a bit of effort?
Yes. I'll ask for an average strength test.
Okay.
And you may need to do something else as well, but let's do that first.
Certainly, if I can do that.
This will be an extended test. And that will be enough. So, you can do so, but you're also going to have to make sure it doesn't kick you while you're in there. So this will be a little bit of a double roll. I'm going to ask for a... You can like wait for your moment to do it. So I'll allow... You could roll charm animal, intuition, perception. What do you think?
Let's do a charm animal. Let's try.
Okay.
And, their little pony.
Okay. Just going to try
average, difficult,
and... challenging.
Super.
That's enough. You find an opening. You drag it outside. It continues kicking for some 20 seconds or so, but begins to calm. And I will say you have your afternoon's work cut out for you with the rest of the horses sort of not looking too happy at this meal that you've dragged out in front of all of them.
Right. I'm going to try and just drag out the whole entire stables. Just literally try and slowly
take it
everyone's
outside.
Penned in. Little horsey's happy. Yeah. Try and take it outside. Drag it outside, away from everyone.
You do so. Everything is fine. Ish.
Cool. Can I try and I'm guessing it's the bottom half of a rat now, so
Yep.
a rat's arse and tail.
Yep. The tail had already been separated. It looks like that had been cut off, but you can effectively look for its butt in there.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go butt hunting.
It's rat butts and taters. That's the new
cool.
Reichland dish.
I mean, what I'm kind of thinking is no one's going to believe me. So I'm going to try and find an old kind of duffel bag or something like that I can literally just scrape it into, and then find a match and set it all ablaze. Let's clarify, the food, not the stable.
Yeah. Fair enough. Good thing to clarify. Okay, all done. You do find it in the end. You can tell it's alive because one foot just keeps kicking.
Brilliant.
And yeah.
Right, well, I guess who's got show and tell to do at the pub.
Okay. I think we're going to go to some of the others that are having a more cheery time now.
Yeah. Do you know what? From now on, never go into a stable by myself.
I'm sorry, bud. Like you wanted to play, and I just make your life hell.
Wonderful,
you keep going off on your own. It's like it's bad horror etiquette. So meanwhile, we come to two people that aren't on their own, Godbert and Reinhardt. So, what are you guys up to?
Seeing what the people around us are talking about, what's going about town, what's the gossip? What's the word?
Challenging.
Yeah, listening around just to see if any of the locals are talking a bit louder because we've been,
if I may clarify, are you eavesdropping or are you attempting to talk?
Eavesdropping.
Okay.
Eavesdropping.
Challenging perception, please. I would say at this point they are not talking particularly loud and they are being fairly vague. It's difficult to catch a conversation, unlike many a tavern where you could simply listen to the majority of the town's news.
I'll just turn up my hearing aid a bit.
Yeah. Would you get one of the cups and put it to your ear? Okay. So you overhear one of them say, "I think I saw one the other night." The person sat next to them instantly elbows them in the side. "Quiet! You get us all killed. Don't say anything, just have your beer." That's all you catch.
Yeah, I get nothing.
Afraid not, Reinhard.
Just sitting there, drinking my ale.
It's difficult to catch anything. Everyone seems to be intentionally mumbling. This is not a joyous tavern that you are used to. If you could...
Seems something's got these people on edge. I think we're not getting anything here. Maybe see about town, have a look-see, and maybe see if we can find the local healer, because there were some sick people here that they might know more. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll come with. Let's see what the local healer says, and then after that, if we don't get anything, we can go over to my buddies and find the road wardens, see if they've got any chat.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Want to get Guts in the way? I don't know where he's at. Are the stables close, or
you know where they are? Yeah, it wouldn't take you a couple of minutes to walk there.
Yeah, I think it's logical that we pick him up.
Okay, we'll assume Sighard joins fairly shortly. He does have dessert to get through, and Sighard, you won't be allowed to leave unless you eat some. Oh, I don't know what you just said, but
we'll go and pick up Guts.
Sounds lovely.
Okay.
Well, are you in for a treat?
Yeah. Okay, so you pick up Guts. You find him, and well, what does he look like when they find him? When they find you, rather, Guts.
I would say pretty white and pasty. But very happy to see them.
Look like you've seen a ghost again.
I'm never going to the stables again by myself. That's it. Twice in 1 week. Oh my days. You would never believe me. Oh my. So guess what? I found him a horse feed.
A pigeon.
I'll give you a hint. It's not dead, and it's not alive.
What? Some maggots or something?
I then kind of pull open the bag containing the rat butt.
Okay, you have a wriggling rat butt.
Oh, It's not healthy to keep that around, son.
Would you believe me otherwise?
No.
So basically, as kind of people see it and witness it, I'll just chuck my bag on just squish it under heel.
Yep.
Put it out of misery and chuck a match.
It's a very unsettling squelch as you grind your heel on it for a second, but the bag goes up easily. Woof.
That must have got the horses pissed.
Your horse was a trooper.
Thanks, man.
Good old barcode.
You didn't get hurt or anything? Didn't hit you?
No, I'm fine. No scratches. No, I kind of did well. The horses are okay. A bit kind of riled up, and there's a few broken doors. I've kind of barely tried to kind of patch up, and just the horses are fine for now. It's not a problem.
Oh, good job. Well, we're trying to find out what's going on here. The town seems scared.
Hush, hush. Literally, I get nothing. Not even the barman wanted to have a chat to me.
With undead rats coming around, can you really blame them?
Yeah, I guess. So. We're gonna see if we can find the local healer. Maybe they got something for us.
Because it's quite a small town, we can probably just walk around and ask if there's any signs or something that looks like a herbalist place or healer or...
Sure. Yeah, you can search around for a little bit. It's not a big town, so probably take you 20 minutes to half an hour just to look around the whole thing. So, poking around, eventually you find a symbol that is familiar. A resident physician. And let's...
Wasn't it a fancy town with a physician?
Doink. I'm sorry, Sicard, I didn't copy your token. You'll just have to watch the stream, like and subscribe. Shout out to the patrons. Right. I assume you knock on the door?
Yep.
A fairly grim-looking man answers after some minutes. All right. Who needs...
Yes, sir.
You need some healing?
Yeah. Got a little bit of a sore back. Maybe you got something for it.
All right. Yep. Come lay on table.
Oh, yeah. Got my boys here with me. They can help me. And Godbert's... well, he's not really pretending he has got a sore back. He's just exaggerating.
Fair enough.
Yeah, help pick him up and pop him on the table.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Get on top table. Face down.
Yep. Well.
Show me where the demons got you.
Oh, it's right here at the lower back, just above my crack.
Oh. All right, that'll... You got any coin to you?
Sure.
He'll ask for a handful of pennies, effectively. All right. That'll do. Thank you. Do you mind passing me a chisel? And points over to the wall next to you, Gots. There's an array of tools, but there is a metal-looking chisel.
Yep, I'll lean over, grab it, and pass it along.
All right, that'll do. Right. So, you're new in town, and he's going to effectively put this chisel on the side of your back where it hurts, Godbert, and smack it with a mallet. Can you make me an endurance test, please? challenging. Okay, that hurt quite a lot.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Just a few more. Nearly got the demons out.
Yeah. Well, so, you get many customers here? Oh.
Few here and there, but not a lot of repeat business.
Sorry, what? Didn't catch up.
A few here and there, but not many repeat customers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, must be doing the job then.
Alright. One visit tends to do. That's why I got to charge so much money. He's going to roll a strength test. Can you oppose that, please, with an endurance roll? Okay. Yeah. You're better braced this time, God, but you brace your tight abdominals. This one's just like a fleck on the back. A McTimony chiropractor. Right. Nearly done. Nearly done, lad.
So, I heard some people were sick here.
Oh. Not really. Sort of pretty sick.
Pretty sick?
Right. Sickness of the mind. Not something I can fix, sadly. Tried drilling into Tup's skull. Points to the drill by your side, Reinhard. Don't suppose you got a headache?
No, my head's fine. Well, sorta.
All right. Right, deep breath. One more time, Godbert. Consume alcohol noises. Oh, good lord. Okay, off.
I think I'm going to re-roll that.
Reroll by seeing a chiropractor. Love it. It's a good use of a reroll. Okay, that's much better. Okay, good. I don't have to give you like a crippled condition for the rest of the episode. Fine. He gives you one large whack, and you hear an almighty click in your back. Actually feels pretty good afterwards.
Oh.
All right. That was the demon. The click's the noise it makes when it goes out.
Oh, much obliged.
No problem.
Oh, so these people with sickness in the head, what did you do then? You drilled them and...
I got to find where demon is and do a little hole. Let the demon come out. Tends to look a lot like blood, but it's slightly darker.
So I don't suppose those burned houses have anything to do with it?
Oh. He shifts around the room for a little bit and just goes to each of the windows for a moment. Rolls himself a perception test. Come on, chiropractic NPC. All right. Coast is clear. Okay, and Godbert? You see him looking to see if anyone's around. You join in. All right. Looks like we're alone. Look, you're new here, so don't ask too many questions, all right? But if you go poking around the dead, that's what'll happen to you. If the madness don't get you, the fact that you keep talking about them, stirring up trouble, well, local law wants to see an end to that. Everything to carry on as normal.
So how many of these mad people did you have here? And has it stopped since, or?
I think we're about 15 now. Some of them were my best customers. But for now, it seems to have done some trick. Nobody's going out. Nobody's talking. Nobody's causing any fuss.
Good to know.
So, word to the wise, I wouldn't go causing too much fuss.
Yep, I hear you. Here. Well, much obliged for the back. Sure feels good. Ugh. I can't even stand up straight. Ugh.
The man looks to you, Reinhard and Guts. Anybody need fixing?
No, no demons here.
Well, I can normally find one if I look hard enough.
I'm good, thank you, sir. Good work on Godbert, though.
Right. Remember to tell your friends and family. I give a discount if you come in a 3. Helps to have someone to hold the man down. You can take it in turns that way.
Noted.
All right, and remember, no trouble.
Hi.
Yeah.
And I think now you probably leave feeling a little bit more of a spring in your step, Godbert. You get rid of that fatigue condition because you feel the opposite of fatigued. You feel invigorated by this magician. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a 5-minute bio break. So, see you in 5 minutes. And while we do that, thank you very much to Torsten16 for the donation. You keep up being amazing.
Ew.
There you go. See you in 5 minutes, ladies and gents. Warhammer gameplay. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Thank you for joining me again for another live stream. This is the first of the Monday episodes, and we've seen our first chiropractor. A man of modern medicine by comparison. At least when you compare him to, a barbaric apothecary. Anywho, I think we go back now to more, let's say, the centre of town. So, Sigurd, your party is here.
Indeed.
They look somewhat flustered, but look somewhat more upright.
Hey, Siggy.
You look a little straighter than usual.
Yeah. It's almost as good as the lady last week. Not too much. So what did you find
Gosh,
out?
you look like you've well. Yeah, don't say anything out loud. They seem to think they've got it handled, whatever. I think a lot of the other stuff we'll probably discuss on our way back, so we're not saying stuff out loud in town. But I don't think there's a whole lot we're gonna find out from what they hear, from them. It's gonna help us in town here.
Oh. You're right. We're off to see the. Reinhardt wanted to see the real warden, so we're gonna see about them.
See if I can just have a chat to them.
Yeah.
See what's going on around here on the outside, Just in case there's any locals around, I'm gonna make sure it's not specific to what's happening inside town.
Yeah.
Sure. They're the other side of town, not too far away. There's a couple of them you spied earlier when walking in, probably setting up here for the rest of the day, perhaps their day off even.
Mm-hmm.
That rarely comes around once every 2 weeks. So, a small stroll. Godbert, along this walk, you hear a scream. I'll say right now, no one else does. But, Godbert, this is a continual scream of someone in agony. Sounds like it's coming from the other side of town. It's
towards us or in front of us or behind us?
To your left. A fixed location, roughly. It doesn't sound like they're running around the town after you've listened in for a couple of seconds and try and dial in where it is. It seems to be coming from perhaps 100 yards away, the other side of some buildings. Continually, this scream fills the air for you. Ah! Ah! Endless. The screams vary in pitch ever so slightly, but...
Holy shit! What's that? He puts his finger in his ear, looks around a little bit. You hear that?
Nothing. Silent round here.
What? Someone is screaming real loud. Someone there.
No, I hear nothing.
You can just get back from the doctors.
Oh, there's something not right here. I'm gonna check it out. Keep close. I don't like this.
I'll come with them.
Okay.
Hey, guys, you find any more mysterious ladies? Any stables?
I have a little laugh and shake my head. No, unfortunately not. Just the rats.
Okay. Godbert?
One of those back in town.
Mm-hmm.
Are you... I think Reinhard was going with you. Gotts and Sigurd?
I'll follow behind.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind a little detour.
Sure. You go around a couple of buildings, Godbert, to the point where quite in a back alley, but a quieter part of town, by one of the burning buildings. Or burnt buildings, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the screaming. It sounds like it's from your left. Then it travels to being from your right. That same continuous scream in agony. But your eyes do not lock onto where it's coming from. It continues. I can't scream because the other half's sleeping, so it's pretty rough. Though.
Shit, I got something in my eye.
Oh.
Wait, hold up.
While he's doing whatever, I'm gonna be like, they said not to look at him, or we might. If he's seeing something, I don't want him to be around it, because from what they told me is, don't look at him.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Gobbert, you rub your eyes.
Yep.
When you remove your hands, the burnt building in front of you is now burning. The flames, an almighty bonfire. You can even feel this uneasy heat on your skin from it. But moving your attention away from that imposing image is a man sprinting around the town. He has a wisp-like air following him. You would assume a spirit, perhaps. And still clothed, not evidently on fire, but the mist does thrash around him, perhaps akin to the way flames would. He is sprinting left, right, clutching at his face.
Can we see anything?
Nothing at all.
Just burnt old buildings.
Burnt old building. Smells a bit like charcoal.
Okay. There's nothing here, but let's go.
Hey there, fella. Oh, fella. Stop.
You talking to?
Shh, shut up.
The moment you say that, Godbert, the individual stops their run and looks towards you. Hands still covering their face. You can see burnt flesh up their arms, over to their hands. They remove their hands for a second, revealing what's left of their face, the majority of it burnt away, peeling flesh that almost falls as they release their hands. And at that point, they scream once more, but this time a pitch with more anger to it as they sprint toward you. What are you going to do?
You shall not pass!
Just stomp your staff in the ground. Yeah, this will do it.
I think he's going to do the bird thing, and okay, this is what happening. Oh, shit! Run! And he's running.
Okay. You run. You run past Sigurd. Can you roll me an athletics test, Godbert?
Just challenging, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Normal. Just stumbling into everyone.
This is a sprint in return. Okay. A little bit better than yours. They gain on you. Sigurd, Reinhard, Godbert just goes sprinting down the road. I assume his hands holding his robes up a little bit so he can get a fleeter foot.
I'll trot after him. He's going pretty slow. He's an old man. I'll sort of like jog alongside him.
Godbert, the
I was only
screaming
facing that
is
the other way.
fairly close behind you, perhaps 10 yards, and it is chasing you. You have no doubt about that.
Shitty shit. Shitty shit. Run!
Any bright ideas, Godbert?
No, he keeps on sprinting, looking for water.
Looking for water. Okay.
Yep.
You pass roll a challenging perception. Some things will be free, but this is just to be creative. You know where a well is. You could probably jump down that, but there might be safer ideas than jumping down a well. The well sounds like a great idea. You know where there's a well. It's perhaps 30 yards away. You can probably get there. You don't know how deep it is, but hopefully there's some water at the bottom.
Yeah, I sprint towards it.
Okay, roll me one more athletics, please. Challenging. Well, it could be average, but the thing's rolling the same difficulty as you, so... I believe in you, Bert. That's better. Okay. You gain a little bit of ground. You make it to the well. It is 15 yards behind you, give or take. The well seems to be 8 foot deep before there's water.
Is there a bucket ready?
Yeah, there's a bucket there. It's got a bit of water in it.
I will throw the water at it.
Okay.
Just for a psychological effect.
Sure.
And I will shout, "You're not on fire anymore! You're dead!"
Oh, Jesus.
You do so. And as you do, it's almost as if this burning man sprinting towards you was simply made of air. As the water touches with him, his body dissipates into a cloud of mist, along with the scream.
Holy fuck. Fucking hell.
The others catch up. Gotts, Reinhardt, Sigurd. Godbert's just thrown a bit of water on the ground and said, "You're not burning."
Godbert, come on. What are you doing, man? You're going to draw attention to us.
What?
I'm going to check if anyone's around and just sort of like shake my head and do a circle around my ears. Have to go, yeah, he's a bit crazy. Come on, old man.
Average
Let's
perception.
Just gonna. Oh, sorry.
Yep. Gotts, what are you up to?
I'm going to go up and put both my hands on the side of Godbert's head and just stare at him. Are you okay?
Just kind of like where he can evaporate anything left behind on the floor, any kind of residue, remnants, or any indication to like trying to determine what it is. Obviously, while shaking and holding my dagger at the time, but let's not go there.
Roll an average perception, Gotts, to see what you can see, but we will see what you can see.
I'm completely fine here. I'm just like, yeah, this guy needs a bit of assistance.
Yeah. Ooh, cheeky.
Okay. You find wet soil, Gotts.
Holy shit.
It's unusual.
Come on.
Yeah, this water has somehow combined with the ground to create mud. It's probably where mud comes from.
Put your dagger away, Gotts. Come on, Godbert, let's go.
Sigurd, let go of my head. Come on, I'm fine.
I will give you something else, Gotts. There is a very faint scent of on the ground here where this is, this said mud. There is a very faint smell of sulphur.
I swear you're going to say dog piss. I'm so glad you said sulphur.
Yeah, after you put it in your mouth. No.
There's definitely some poo in there.
No taste test needed. Slight hint of sulphur.
Well, can I have a quick look around? Any kind of buckets or vessels where you can put some water in? Because water seemed pretty effective.
I think Godbert's holding a
new
bucket.
Plan, guys. New plan,
We're
guys.
not-
Maybe
We're
keep
not
that
taking
water
the town
and-
bucket.
That's our only bucket.
We're not taking the town bucket.
They took
Just
the
leave it at
bucket.
the well.
They took the
Is
bucket.
there anything else we can look at? Any kind of like glasses or kind of like even like old
Godbert.
tankards or Something like that. We can
Freaking
just.
Gots out. Come on.
I think if you,
I'll give him my water bottle.
There
I
you
like,
go.
look,
There you
just
go.
take the water and let's go.
There you
Come
go.
on,
That
man.
Yeah.
saves stealing
Oh,
something.
bless you.
You're drawing attention. Let's go. Come on.
Sorry, I'm drawing attention. There's massive flaming man screaming.
Okay,
All right,
you can scoop up some of this mud.
super.
You don't know what you're going to do with it yet.
I've already started walking. When they start playing with the mud, I've already started walking off, letting my pipe.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
shaking my
fair.
head.
I've given him a water bottle and carried on my C card.
Okay.
Wait for me! I'll come trying after.
Yeah,
Okay.
lunatics for trailing me.
Okay. So, still off to the Road Wardens?
Yeah.
Good. Sorry for the interruption, but the dead, not so restful, it seems. Reinhard, you meet two colleagues. You've probably brushed shoulders with them once or twice in your travels. They don't do the same routes as you, but you might have stopped at the same town once or twice. You're it, lad.
Can I get you a drink?
Aye, we're good. Not drinking in around any of these fuckers.
Do you go out at night?
Nope. Barely go out in the day.
So you don't patrol the roads around here? What's up?
Oh, no, aye, we patrolled the roads in the day, but nobody's going through the roads at the moment. Not from south to here, and that's our route. So we can have a holiday, can't we, bird? Aye.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, well, ain't nobody complaining. And
You've been hearing any stories around here?
no, fuckers
We
won't
keep
talk to us.
You keep to yourselves. They keep to themselves, huh?
Aye. They are not talkative, but the ones who were, that we used to know here, the busybodies who like to talk, they're all dead.
Damn.
Aye. Creepy music, isn't it?
Very ominous sounding crescendo there.
Yeah, I like that bit. It's a nice riff.
Yeah. Sort of Twilight Zone or.
Aye. This is more suited. Aye. So are you from Tarn, is
From
that
Tarn.
right?
Yeah.
Well,
Could do with some extra road warden down there myself, but you know if anybody's looking for jobs?
oh, well. If it pays good, I guess we could relocate, but, truth be told, we've got it fairly cushy round here, but I don't want to die.
What do you mean by that?
I don't want to be burned for being a talkative man.
Yeah, we're hearing that a lot these days.
Aye. So
So is this why the town's so quiet?
Aye. Talk too much about what you've seen, and woof.
Okay. Thanks for your time. Is there any way to stay here at night?
A couple of inns are all right. We tend to buckle up the doors and hope that we're not dragged out in the night and burned. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Conducive to a wonderful night's kip.
Thanks, man. Catch you later.
No problem. But, don't poke about too much. You seem like a good lad.
I'll keep stum. Stay safe.
Hey,
So I'll walk out, and if anyone was with me and they heard that, otherwise I'll basically convey the message. Just basically say, poking around is bad. If we want to stay here overnight, if we keep on poking around, we might be pulled out and burnt. So it's probably best, if it's not too late in the day, just to head off.
I am curious what
Indeed.
what happens around here at night.
Oh, the warden said that people the talkative ones get pulled out and burnt.
Let's discuss this on the road and not in town.
I mean, I'm
Gots?
quite game for. I'm game for staying and trying to figure out what's happening. It'll be nice to know which which people are doing a burning.
That too.
Well, the guard, probably. I would imagine that would be the guard.
So we got to decide whether we're gonna for the night or
What
we're
time
gonna.
of day is it?
Afternoon. Late mid-afternoon. So you'd need to get a move on fairly sharpish if you were to head back to town. Or stay. I would say, Sigurd, it was admitted by the Lord that the arrangement for the burning was done by them. It may not have been overt within conversation, but it was.
I'll pass that on.
It was by his orders to keep the town from bursting into hysteria.
I would pretty much assume that it was the guards.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, if there's nothing left here for us to do, then might as well.
I have passed it on to them that if they needed any help, I know a good investigator who can come down and help.
Yeah, well, let's get going then.
Kinda,
You can
I just kind of smile with it.
Yeah, you can relay to us what you have discussed.
I don't think we'll gain anything by staying.
No.
We should go fix
and
up.
I don't want to make enemies of our allies, so let's proceed north.
Maybe send our investigator down there.
Yeah, get him killed.
If they request it.
With bodyguards, obviously, and favors with the boss man,
And buckets of water.
Okay. So back to the cart, to the stable again, Gots.
Yeah.
If you dare.
Back to the stable. I'll try and drag Reinhard. You
Okay. Cue the music.
pick up Buttercup.
I'm happy to come and pick up Darkfire. Yeah.
Cool. Let's head them over.
You approach the stable. Gots. What dreaded things do you think lurk inside?
I've had rats, we've had ghosts. Oh, zombie horse.
Zombie horse. Well, last time they seemed healthy. And as you open the stable door, everything's calm.
Super.
See,
Nice and
put your dagger on.
Relieved.
calm.
I didn't know I was holding it. Yep.
One of
Chuck
the
that
horses from
away.
earlier gives you a greeting.
I greet it back.
A small conversation bursts out. Right. I assume you saddle up and get on your way.
Yep. Nice and easy.
Yep.
Okay. You board your cart and head on out of this godless place, this strange town that really, truthfully, doesn't seem that much stranger than Tom when you think about it.
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. You pass some 20 yards outside of the town, having left the gates and over a small pothole. Actually, Sighard. From underneath the chest that you currently sit on, there is a... as you go over a pothole.
Gots, hold up.
Whoa.
I'm a good horse.
The best.
Yeah.
Yep, I slow
I'll
down,
pop
hold
out.
up.
I stop as well.
I'm just pointing down. Between my
Okay.
legs, and then
The guard,
then,
the guard at the outside of town at this point, shivering in front of you. They look up to you with frightened eyes. The guards are
close the lid.
walking towards you.
We're outside the gate.
Yes, some 30 yards,
Just
but the
about-
guards are walking toward you by now.
I get out of the carriage, and I start taking a leak on the side of the wheel.
The guards that are approaching, you're right there.
Oh yeah, that brandy that the Lord has there is might strong.
Put away the crossbow.
Make a charm test for me, Sighard. I'll give you a bonus because you've got your penis out.
I do.
Plus, you also outrank them, not in terms of penis, but in terms of your societal level. So yeah, have an easy opposed test. I should probably make it average, but let's see what they do.
Ugh.
Okay, that's a pretty decent roll from them.
I will. Screw it. I'm gonna reroll it.
You're going to re-roll that because they look slightly
Well,
suspicious.
I can just do a. I can use a fortune. to make
You can
it
add-
+4.
Yeah, you can add a fortune, which will tip it over.
Well, yeah. There we go.
All right. Well, have a nice piss, my lord. And they both stumble back.
I start whistling while I'm doing it.
Gots, you have a
And then
stowaway.
I'll shake it, hop back up, and then tell him to start driving.
And carry on.
Yeah, I'll carry on. Do as I'm told.
From under your seat, you can hear a... Thanks, my lord.
I don't say anything until we're a long ways away.
And every pothole you go over for the next 10 minutes is...
And just keep smoking my pipe.
Yep. I assume it's a fairly silent few minutes for the rest of you. It's like, yep. Nothing unusual going on. Okay.
Yeah.
Fast forward to a safe distance away. Or back to Tom. It's up to you if you want to suffocate this individual.
Just park it somewhere a little bit in the roads, Guts.
We don't have to park and just keep driving. I don't want to be stuck on the road at night.
Okay, I carry on.
But I'll open up and let them out.
Thank you, my lord. It's nice in there. Best box I've ever slept in.
Why were you in my carriage?
Oh, I didn't want to burn to death, my lord.
They bow in front of you in the sort of praying position, hands, palms flat on the floor, head down.
Please, my lord, I can serve.
What's got you so scared?
Lots of things. Strange things. But above all, being burned for talking.
There's been a lot of talk. Well, not a lot of talk. There's been rumors that that's happening around there. But tell us what you know.
Folk been seeing the dead, haven't they? Couple of weeks now. Ghosts, lights, all sorts. Out in the woods.
Where?
Out in the woods.
In the woods?
Yeah, around town. And the old right field full of them. I copped an eyeful one evening. I was just out there, you know, mucking out, seeing the missus. Came back. Over the distance you see them. A little line of them. Anyway, I only told one old geezer. Next thing you know, there's a knock on my door at night. But I was seeing the missus.
Nudges his nose as if I'm a sneaky one.
They didn't catch me. And you arrived to save me, just in time.
These, dead people, you say? Were they, see-through, or skeletons, or...
I don't know.
Or...
I ain't gone close, they just look like lights.
Oh.
They're big, sort of like bright. They look inviting. Couple geezers walked into the woods. Never came out. They went to go and, you know...
Are you seeing them in town or just out in the woods?
I don't think I've seen any in town. But there's been a few strange things. So. Butcher, right? He was claiming, after he was slaughtering the meat, that the animal kept twitching for 3 days after. 3 days. You know what happened to him? We need another butcher.
Yeah.
Anything ring a bell?
Oof. It's normally with a +1 in the presence of sufficient corruption of some type, unspecified. It's something you've heard tale of. Things not dying as they should. Not necessarily reanimating, but just not dying. Staying stuck between for prolonged periods.
Perhaps I can serve. I'm a dab hand. Good with a knife.
Sneaky too,
Oh, good with the ladies.
What's your profession?
Oh, I do a bit of this, a bit of that. Whatever needs doing.
No questions asked, huh? That sort of thing?
All above board, innit? Don't go breaking any laws.
Indeed.
I've been known to tip off a few people for coin here and there. You need someone that needs a bit of... You want me to keep an eye on someone? I'll keep an eye on them.
Sounds
As long as you don't go back to
useful.
Jettenberg.
I ain't going back to Jettenberg.
Yeah, I figured. I think we could probably find some useful line of employment for you.
I live to serve, my lord.
Indeed. Anything else you can tell us about town before we heroically rescued you?
Yeah, we're all hungry. On account of that big fat fuck eating it all.
That actually draws kind of a chuckle from me after seeing him eat. But I don't say anything.
Word to the wise, though. If he comes to visit and you want to stay in his good books, you better put on a spread.
Yeah, I would imagine. Do you know what his beef is with the Baroness to the south, or the engineer?
For her, it's a little bit complicated. I think those two have got history. But I think a worthy metaphor would be that she perhaps didn't put on a particularly good spread. As for the other geezer, afraid I am none the wiser.
Indeed.
Oh,
Well,
and his dad is creepy as fuck.
yeah.
Lost
Did not say much.
lost his voice. Sickness or something. Backy it was, I don't know, too much smoke. All sorts of ideas, but ain't no one knows.
How did the fires happen in town?
Oh, it's all simple. You get a bunch of geezers, you pull them out of their house, you put them in another house, and then you get a match. Watched it happen, didn't I?
Is it the guards?
Oh yeah, of course it is.
Many of your friends, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course they are. Too many friends I got.
Who'd you work for before?
Oh, well.
Oh, I work for myself. Some travelling work. I've been around here for about 3 or 4 months. Figured I'd take a break from the city. Bogarthen.
Where are you from originally? Oldhaven?
Bogarthen, aye.
That's probably, you don't want to go there either.
Oh, not really. Got a few people there that aren't friendly.
I see.
These people that got burned, were they did they get burned because they saw the dead people, like you said, or
Because they
Were
kept
they
talking
acting-
about them, didn't they?
were they acting funny? Were they like wrong in the head?
I just kept talking about them. That's all. Saying, have you seen this? Have you seen that? How's about we deal with this? What about we get one of these to do a bit of that?
Yeah.
And then
So-
woof. So, anyone with a running mouth is dead.
Sounds like the Lord just wants everybody to put their heads in the sand, basically,
Right?
about these deadites.
I have to give it to him now. People gone back to work now. Things have gone back to normal. Only no one talks anymore.
Yeah, if your normal was crazy.
Sure. But you got to give it to him. For a week or so, ain't nobody doing anything. No one doing their jobs. No one going about their business. Everyone just hiding. And now, people going about their business. Just very quietly.
No more disappearing butchers.
The rest of the town too smart to talk.
Except you.
Oh well. consider myself to be in good company, don't I? Safe as houses. Ones that aren't on fire.
Maybe.
Indeed. I'm going to warn you that there's still stuff going on even to the north. But we're not burning people.
Well, you can colour me interested then. Sounds like a lovely holiday, by comparison.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, I'm sure we can find something that suits your talents.
Oh yeah. I hear you've got a nice bakery.
We do have a bakery.
Lovely.
We do indeed.
I like a sweet.
And I think we'll arrive back to Tom at this point.
We go past the swinging bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
And this
Just eyeballs them.
raiders.
Okay. You pass the guard. Evening, my lord.
Gentlemen,
How's your cart doing, my lord?
anything new while we're gone?
No, my lord. All quiet. On the south gate.
It's going to be getting dark soon, so we'll be closing up.
Aye, my lord. Sigurd.
Yeah.
One average perception, please, for me. Just to see if something catches your eye as you go past.
Is he peeing again?
We'll see. We're going to go back to I'm going to go for some more chill music.
Nah, nope.
57. Yeah.
I got a +0.
That mist has persisted through the day, but it's just a little bit of an eerie vibe. An eerie vibe. But you are home. And free to do as you please.
Do we have like torches at the gates?
You do.
Yeah. I might actually have them instead of just the having the torches at the gate at the like the towers normally. I might actually have them start like a campfire at the north and south gates.
Mm-hmm.
A little extra light.
Okay. You pass on the instructions.
Because I have a feeling it's gonna get. Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna get kind of nasty the next couple nights.
Okay.
It's not a bad idea.
So, is there anything anyone would like to do? Or anyone would like to talk to?
I would like to go to the stables as a group, please.
Okay. So most of the carts are parked around the back of the... Doink. I'll move you over there now. Most of them are generally parked here. There's not many. There's not like an official stable here because there's... Well, there used to be one attached to the manor before it was burned down. Now they're just kind of parked over here because, well, you need a stable.
Yeah. I'll add it to the list.
As you approach, though, a very attractive-looking lady steps out from the guild. It is Yala. Ah, gentlemen, nice to see you all.
Lady Yarla, how are you faring today?
Oh, been better.
She comes flying past you.
I have
How did you make it past that river so fast?
long legs, very long legs. The crops are not growing as they should. Somewhat concerned. I really hope we don't have a temple situation on our hands again, because I may need saving.
have you seen? Have there been any strange plants, weeds growing in the fields along the wall? Have you noticed anything?
Not strange plants, but she pulls out a tomato from her pouch. This is growing more and more common, and in her hand is a rotten tomato. On that note, remember to like and subscribe.
Rotten tomato. Got Bert.
Yeah.
I'm not touching it. But
Well, it's not going to bite you.
I don't like tomatoes even when they're ripe, man.
No, fair enough. Bad for the
Have the people
joints.
been doing? Have the people been doing the rituals?
Yes, we have. We have.
And when you were ill or away, I don't know what was the case, but did they have the festivities?
Not as many by a long shot. I do have a thought or two on that matter. I think perhaps something to ward off whatever's doing this would help. A shrine within the field, perhaps. Something.
Yeah.
Something to appease Raya. Perhaps some extra protection would not go amiss.
I will make that my top priority, Yarla.
Wonderful.
We will get that taken care of.
You think making a straw man will help?
I'm up for anything.
Bert, you want to lead that one?
Sure, I'll get the folks. They always like making a straw man.
As long as it's not burning, man.
Well, it can burn in the end, but hopefully.
Well, thank you for your time, and...
Have you seen the Moorites lately? Have they been in town yet?
Oh, yes. They're currently having a debate with your Sigmarite priest.
Did you show them this rotten tomato that you found in the fields?
They are currently waving their wangs around, battling their theologies, so I don't like to interrupt.
Oh, all right.
Let the boys hash it out.
I'll take the... I don't want to touch it. I'll take the rotten tomato from her and just kind of hold it in my hand like... Ugh. I'll see what they say about this. I'll go stop whatever theology battles they're getting into.
Indeed. And I see we have a road warden in town for the first time in a while. Welcome back.
Hi, Yarla.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
I have a few that aren't
How is,
rotten, if you would like.
Did you?
You have what, sorry?
A few that aren't rotten. And she pulls out a little vine of like cherry tomatoes.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
just
Consider
waved
it my
at
taxes
for
for
everybody else.
today. And she gives like a happy wink.
Nice.
And you have some
Thank you, Yarla.
cherry tomatoes on the vine. Well, been a pleasure. And
How's Yeoman doing?
He's yes, that's a problem. The quickening's coming up.
Tends to be sometimes.
Yes.
What's that?
Is he gonna go out with them?
Yes. He must. And that's the problem. It's I think a month, and him and the 10 recruits, the new ones are going to go stay in the woods for a week, and those that don't survive, well, they don't join the guild.
Isn't that usually what they do?
That's usually what they do, yes. They don't usually have ghosts in the woods, though, or spirits that are pissed off and trying to bite people.
Flesh-eating monsters in the woods.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
Or whatever's going on. I don't know.
Yes, so if we could... Well, good luck talking him out of it. It's like convincing a Reichland bear to not defecate in the woods. It's what he does.
He is very strong-willed.
Yes.
I'm sure I'll look over him.
Well, I wouldn't mind any assistance, but I don't have any ideas. I might go talk to Gilda.
I'm sorry you broke up.
I might go talk to Gilda. I'm willing to accept some extra help on this one. Perhaps the boys can help those priests once they're done bickering.
What are the priests up to?
Points to the other side of town where you can see 5 individuals, all in robes, stood with some, from where you are, mumbly grumbly noises coming from them.
Yeah, I'll walk up. Just show my presence. If I'm still on my horse, even better.
Thank you, Yala.
Sure.
Is there anything else you need to do?
No, just,
End the ghosts.
yeah, make
Stop
it all,
the blight.
make all the bad
Shrine.
things go away. How about that?
Yeah. Alright. I'm on it.
Good.
Simple as that.
This is not a chaos cult. We can do it. And I take another big drag of my pipe, give her a hug, and then walk towards the priests.
Okay. You walk toward the priest. Any conversation to be had on the way, or a quick hop and a skip? It's not far. It's like
I'm
20
just gonna walk
yards.
over.
It's just if anyone has anything they
Nope.
want to say to each other.
Nope.
It sounds like a
No,
nope.
just trotting along.
And so, I don't think it'll actually let me drag some of you. I'll drag Gots, though, to help him. Have a charity drag.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
As you arrive, Gots, there are a few peasants gathered around, and what appears to be 5 priests squabbling. At your arrival, someone that looks suspiciously familiar is currently pointing his finger towards one of the Moorite priest's chest.
You're fucking creepy, mate. Fucking spooky. What we need is more Sigma. Not any of this shit. Oh, you're right, Cigar.
Brother Gerard, what's going on?
Oh, I'm just having to talk to these weird cunts.
Come on now. You guys deal with demons and stuff, don't you? The Moorites deal with the undead.
Oh, yeah. Of course they do. Right. All of that, sure.
We have other gods here too, do we not?
The
Just
only
gonna
god...
walk through on my horse.
Okay, so just like steps back.
Look.
Yeah.
Oh, you're all there, Reinhard.
Hmm.
Look. The only god I'm letting inside of me is Sigurd. I mean, Sigmar. Sorry, slip of the tongue.
What?
Blasphemy.
Sorry.
Whoa, Sigmar, please.
I'll flog myself later.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, Gerard. Thank you.
I stopped laughing for so long.
Look,
I'm going to take a drink. Give me a second here. Oh, you fucking nerds. Okay.
look, mate, this is really serious. Right. All I'm saying is they're fucking creepy, alright? If they're gonna deal with all this shit, fine. But creeping me the fuck out.
Yeah, well, sure they're creepy, but, you know, they have to be because they're dealing with keeping everybody in the ground instead of walking around. You know, it's kind of their job.
Yeah, right. Well, they can do some of that. All right. But it's still fucking creepy, mate.
Yeah, all creepy good or creepy bad. You know?
The Moor priests have, I will say, all been stood there with their hands steepled in front of them. One of them has a skull on a stick that he seems to be using as a cane, and is they have similar masks, as you can see within the tokens. They generally are creepy as fuck. Right, I'm going to go see to their flogging. Come on, Davis. We better go.
Gerard, Dad, thank you. Have a good afternoon. If you see anything, let me know.
Yeah, don't flog it too hard or blind.
Nah. Just got to do just the right amount.
Yeah.
All right. You are stood there with three
Gentlemen.
individuals that haven't said a word to you yet.
Do we know them?
Not yet. They are probably new. You would have seen them before. They kind of stand out.
Would have noticed, yeah.
Greetings, Sigurd. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Greetings. Do I have your names, please?
I cannot see my own name. I am Hans, this is Bart, and this is Gunnim. We are here from the Temple of Moor to serve your town. Forever. Till next week. Moor.
Very gracious. Well, have you heard of this? Have you heard the reasons why we asked y'all to come out here?
We have indeed. There are sightings in much of the local provinces, Boghaven as well.
It has spread to Boghaven?
Indeed, though the presence of Moor is strong, and we will drive back the taint.
When I was in the
Well,
war,
we do not have a...
there was some
Go ahead.
couple of creepy dudes like you that could put, you know, the deadites walking dead to rest, and they could make like, I don't know what the fuck they did, but they made some kind of circle on the ground or whatever, some mumbo jumbo, and then the deadites couldn't pass it. Has any one of you got such blessed with such powers or inspirations of more?
All three of them
Come in
nod
handy. Well, good.
simultaneously.
Then Sigurd, I suggest that somebody point these dudes in the right direction and they get busy, like, I don't know what you call it, mooring up this town or whatever.
If we may ask, where would you like the circle?
What?
It will not cover the whole of town, but
Oh,
We-
what good is that gonna do then? Everybody gonna stand here in the market?
perhaps we attempted...
How big of an area can you cover?
He points to like a third of town, drawing a circle with his hand.
We have tried to make larger, but the wrath of Moor was felt, and the sins of the many currently outweigh.
Would it help
The
if we
audience.
built like a shrine or more?
All three of them nod simultaneously. Again, in perfect unison.
You got get a couple of Shriners over here to build some shrines.
Indeed. It would expand Moor's reach and thus, perhaps, grant you a larger area guarded by Moor.
All right. So when he pointed, how big of an area is he talking about?
From
Like
the
from where
northern
we're
gate
centered.
to where you are, kind of.
Okay. That would cover the most number of buildings. It looks like too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be mostly the residential areas.
Whatever will cover the biggest area, like the most number of residentials. And if we have to, we move people inside of that area.
And there is one other thing.
And one of them that has his hand currently resting on a skull, like drooped over it, raises a finger and points across the bridge to, well, there's not much else there other than Strigani.
You should remove the taint and any blasphemy.
Build in.
Welcome
Fucking
back,
priests.
Moor's protection, and purge those who are unclean.
Yeah, would it be
Are you
wise
talking
doing it
about
near the
land
temple?
site itself?
Where the old taint was. Like, would that be quite smart to do it over there?
Are they talking about the building that we tore down, or the people currently living on that site?
Building that we tore down.
When you say people, even under the mask, well, one of them you can see his lower jaw. He sort of flinches a little bit.
Is what?
His jaw sort of flinches a little
Broke up
bit.
again.
His head sort of twitches in. Well, he just simply follows it with.
The Strigani are a curse. They disrespect the ways of the dead and do not follow in Moor. Of all
It's up to you.
those who
Well, you're gonna
have
have to-
sinned, they will have sinned the most.
So basically we have a choice of like throwing out Strigani, yeah?
Indeed. Moor's protection will come from the purity of faith within town. And with them here, his presence will be limited. Moor. If you will excuse us, we need to pray to Moor.
All three of them just tend to face each other, like right next to you.
I just, I'll go up and see how Fernando's doing.
Fernando is currently sat on the steps. He is carving something with his knife.
Signor. How wonderful to see you again, Signor.
How are you feeling after your near-death experience there?
Oh, good, but... excuse me, Signor, I was standing on my face. That's better. Good, Signor. I am making a gift for the little one.
And shows you a small carving he's doing, and it looks... Ooh. Do you have Lord Reichland, Sicard?
I do have it.
Let's roll that. Or folklore, either or.
I
Okay.
do not have folklore.
He
Ooh, I did
is
really well.
doing a... I mean, you know enough about dwarven religious cults just because this is more common stuff. It's making a shrine to Grungnir. It's a small handheld artifact, but he's a carving it,
He will
and
be-
it looks
he will
pretty
be-
good.
He will be very happy to see that, I'm sure.
Si, senor. I hope I hope it helps him as I have been helped in return, senor.
I'm sure, well, however his gods work, I'm sure it will. I just,
Indeed.
don't kiss a dwarf too much. They might get punchy.
Indeed, senor. The taxis are doing okay.
Who wants to have a 20-second chill and find out how much money the town made last week? I think.
What? You broke up.
Who wants to have
I lost you again.
Who wants to have a very small interlude where we find out how much money the town made?
You're roboting.
Oh, shut up. Nothing I can do about it. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Damn Americans. And your damn interwebs. Who wants to find out how much money Town made last week?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
We will very quickly find out with a bunch of average rolls. Each SL equates to 1 extra gold crown. No gold crown thus far. Minus. Okay, negatives don't do negatives, so that's okay. No ammo. Okay, blacksmithing's going to kick off in a second. Okay, carpentry's not dangerous, so the fumble's fine. You get 6 gold crown from shepherdry. Mining is going to be normally a good one. Oh no, mining is dangerous, and that's really bad. So you can go and find out what happened in a second.
Can I use one of my rerolls for that?
Afraid not.
All right.
This shit is dangerous. And very quickly, we need to just change blacksmith so it doesn't require ammo. Consumes ammo? No. There we go. Back to here. Blacksmithing Celeb. This is how much money you have produced for your town. Oof. Okay, you got a few gold crown. I think you got 7 in total. The 0 will round up to 1. 7 gold crown this week. Not terrible, but something bad's happened over at the mine shafts, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Head over that way.
Miners.
Senor, the miners, they had an incident.
All right, we'll go take a look. You know what it is?
Talk to the miners, senor.
Roger that. Well, we'll head over to Baki then. Thank you, Thando. Your statue looks wonderful. So
Si,
we'll be
senor.
very happy.
Si, senor.
Right. And for some reason, the chat can't actually see any of my rolls.
No.
Okay.
We can't either.
Yeah, curious. I didn't. Private GM rolls. Okay. I'll take us. Basically, the miners rolled a 96, and their profession is dangerous. So, a fumble such as that results in something interesting happening. No one else did that badly, but there was not that well. I'll correct that later. Right. Bocky is doing Bocky things. Who goes in first?
Oh, I'm going straight in.
Okay, Reinhardt's already there.
Yeah, I'll be.
You've got to drag your own tokens, you damn millennials. Hello there. Reinhard, good to see you.
Good to see you, Bucky.
A lone ranger. Literally.
Yes. Unfortunately, so. Trying to get some more recruits coming in.
That's not a bad name, you know. Lone Ranger.
Why, thank you.
Reinhard, the Lone Ranger. Although if you get any more road wardens, you won't be alone anymore. So,
Yeah. I'm hoping.
amusing. Sigurd.
was hoping I'd bump into you.
Baki,
Aye?
I heard there was an accident again.
Oh, aye. Yep. We thought, a few of the lads thought they'd go into the old mine shaft.
Oh no.
Yep. In my defence, they were Ungi, not saying anything about Ungi, but, not... We tried to warn them by saying, cough, but they didn't heed our warnings, and... Well, they didn't come out.
How many?
Only 5.
Oh, only.
They weren't the more experienced ones, because, well, quite frankly, the experienced ones wouldn't be dumb enough to go in. But they thought they'd go back in, find this mystical tomb that you'd uncovered, and salvage it for rare precious stone. And now they're dead, probably.
Probably.
So, do you have any spare miners sticking around? I need another 5.
Oh, not. Yeah. Well, we'll have to do a recruitment drive. Are you going to the Carrick soon?
Aye. We can always get some more there.
Did you get the funds for the tools?
Aye, we've, if you don't mind, we're going to hold on and purchase a few things at the Kazakh. Not that there's anything wrong with the Imperial construction, but if you want to get a pickaxe, make sure it's going to last. That way you don't have to buy twice.
Well, Baki, that's fine. It was discretionary for you to buy as you will.
Aye, pay cheap, pay twice. That's what they say. So, good quality tools and happy worksmen.
Well, we'll try to do some extra recruiting while you're gone, and we'll think about sending a exploratory to look for him. If not, we might have to borrow your expertise to just collapse that cursed place.
Hey, wouldn't necessarily object. We've got the black powder coming in, and thanks to the money from last week, we've got shipment on the way. Say hello to Greta for us if you pass by.
Oh, I sure will. I sure will. She'll be very grateful that she has business again.
Right. So, if you
I will pass this on to our dwarven slayer and others and see what they suggest with the rats.
Right. All right.
Anyway.
Well, if you don't mind, I've got a few funerals to arrange.
Indeed. Oh, Baki, I was also going to suggest, how many people you plan on bringing back, sir?
Oh, depends how much silver we find, but 50?
I had a thought. There was a mining town not far from here, was there not?
Well, we've got a few exhausted mines, but if you need coal, and you're not going to tax me out the wazoo for it, hey, could get you some coal.
I'm thinking, well, coal's good for blacksmithing too, but I think that's more supplemental thing. I'm thinking if you got 50 Dowie coming back, would it be better suited to have a small settlement closer towards the mines themselves for y'all to be working out of?
Aye, that's what we used to do, but tax got in the way.
Well,
made sure that coal wasn't profitable.
Right. Well, you got the profit coming now, do you not?
Aye. But we'll continue prospecting and see what we find. Probably some more
sounds good.
Valuables in here
but
somewhere.
if it does get too crowded, but we'll try to work something out to get you all your own place to work out of. It's a little more efficient.
Aye. Well, it sounds promising. Wouldn't mind a nice little stone building. Maybe inside one of the mountains, just to feel at home.
That would sound very nice indeed. Yeah, and we will have to discuss some stone stuff as well, I think, here in the future.
Right. Sounds promising.
All right.
I've got a funeral to plan,
Well.
5 of them, so... Hey.
Indeed. Well, we'll see what we're going to do there. Thank you much. Sorry about your losses.
No problem. Self-inflicted, for a change.
Gottbert.
Right, the group of you are outside.
Did you have to say something, Gottbert? You,
Well, if there's 50 dwarfs coming here, you better fix that food problem because they tend to eat a lot.
Gotts, how you doing?
I moved him. How are you doing, Guts?
Very well. Just enjoying a ride and conversation. I do apologise. I haven't quite. Oh, I can move my character. Okay.
It's rough jumping into a sandbox sort of setting when you don't have a frickin' clue what's going on.
Just absorb it all in. Making new friends, having a great time.
Are there any highlights for Guts thus far? Any people?
The Spooky Ghost was, stories to tell for generations. Tell my grandkids about it.
Fair. Well, we have time for one more opportunity to terrorise the group before we wrap up today. So, what are you, brave adventurers, going to do?
Is there anything you guys want to do?
Maybe catch up with the fishermen. So last time I was around, the fishermen were having problems with like the river gits. So I see when you got a man by a boat, is he one of our fishermen, or maybe go down to the...
You've got 3 fishing wardens,
down to the dock.
5 whole fishermen, and one of them has a hat and a boat.
Maybe go and have a chat to them, see how they're doing, how they're getting
We
on.
can briefly catch up.
Sure. I have to check on my my apprentices, the 2 kids. How are they doing with the charm making? Well, it's also that side of the river.
I'm trying to put the token on with the wrong one. His name was... Doink. Doink. There you go. One of the guards is currently sat by the water there. Reinhard, as you walk close, you recognise the individual. And Achaidh, the town's fisherman, turns towards you. Oh, hello. How you doing?
Hey Achaidh, how's it going recently?
Oh, just great. I've got 3 new friends.
Well, that's good.
Aye, and they're not dead yet.
That's even better.
Aye, that makes 8.
Any trouble with the river gits recently?
Oh, nay. Well, we decided, seeing as the rest of us kept dying, we wouldn't go there anymore, so we fucked off down south. Thanks to our noble lord, we've got somewhere else to fish that's not full of fucking goblins.
Good. That's good.
Hey, it's just fucking great.
He's the most sarcastic man you've ever met. By far.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, if you do pass any, extra fishermen, people, it's quite simple. You put the net into the water, and then you wait, and then you pick it up again. If you could maybe find some people that could do that, that would just be great.
Keep an eye on my travels. If I see anybody on the road.
Aye, just remember, net in the water, wait a little bit longer, and then you pick it up again. Nice and simple.
Got it.
Aye. Keep your eyes peeled, lad.
Will do. I'll patrol the roads if there's anybody this way.
He goes back to talking to Natasha about...
you're having a baby. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Right. God, but what are you up to?
He's I forgot where it was. I think it was up there.
I forgot what I was doing. I got an itch. That's the one.
The two kids from... Were they from Ratzenberg? Refugees.
Yes, yeah, they were.
I've recruited them as charm makers, so I want to see how they're doing.
Hey, look, it's Uncle Bert. Hey, Uncle Bert.
Hey there, kids.
Are we going to do
How's it
more
going?
carving?
Yep. Have you been practicing?
Oh,
It pulls out a little horse. It looks like a mutant.
Well, like the creativity there with the extra head and all, but maybe just try to do it like I showed you. You know,
oh. Sorry, Uncle Bert. Try again.
no worries. You've got a pretty important job because pretty soon everyone in this town is going to need a lucky charm. I'm sure of it. So
Okay.
I can't do it by myself, so I pretty much need your help.
His
He
little
kneels.
Yeah.
He kneels down at their level, height. And looks them in the eyes and says, "You're doing a very important job. So keep practicing."
without saying anything, sort of jaw half open, just sort of nods furiously before getting back to trying to carve the extra leg and extra head off of this like lumpy looking animal.
Yeah.
Let's roll for his sister as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. Annoyingly, she has what looks like a very, very good-looking. It's either a dog or a wolf, but not sure yet.
Very stereotypical arts and crafts roles there.
Pretty much. Should have given the boy a maths problem.
Well, that's very good. That's very good indeed. Yeah. Well, it's almost perfect. Oh, very, very good. I'm going to give you something more hard. Look at this. You think you can make one like these? And I take one of the charms I have from my pocket. It's rather intricate carving of some symbols, more abstract symbols.
Okay.
Can you do one of these?
Are you leaving
Practice
it
on
with,
this one.
or are you going to...
Yeah, I'm just giving it to her to practice.
She sticks the tongue, her tongue, not the tongue. She sticks her tongue out of the corner of her mouth and starts like analysing it, turning it upside down and looking at it from all the angles.
Good. Listen, I've also got another job for you because you need to. You know, you're small kids, and you can move around town, and nobody really bites you. So why don't you keep an eye on those creepy dudes that come into town lately? You know which ones I mean?
I'll say the girl right now is fascinated with this thing you've given her, but the boy instantly drops whatever he's carving. Well, yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye on them.
I could,
You know,
yeah, all right.
You know, the three creepy guys with the skulls, but also the two creepy guys, across the river that want to put Sigmar and everything. Just keep an eye on everyone. I want to... Yeah.
All right.
He's gone West Country now. He was Scouse. He's still learning to talk. It's very confusing. Eclectic child.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'll go look after them. Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, but
Spy.
don't let them... spy. Don't let them notice you, I want to know everything that goes on.
Okay. Runs out
Trust those freeze for shit.
Before you've finished your sentence, he's run out the door and instantly glues himself to the next building and sort of starts shimmying between them in a spy-like manner.
Very good.
Let's just see what he finds. I'll tell you next time.
Yep.
There you go. Oh, there you go. That's what he's suited to. She's the tailor. So, wow, you've got like a tinker and a spy. So you need a soldier as well, and then you've got the child army.
We do have one. He whacked Lothar in the face with a stone. Remember?
Yes, yes, that is true. He's around here somewhere doing things. I'm going to assume, Achaidh, that you drag Gots with you, Ethan.
You know the new guy that came out of the old town with us?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna introduce him to my little thief buddy,
Oh,
just so
okay.
that he has somebody to talk to. You know,
Yeah.
have a look around the town, find himself around. I think he'd be quite useful as
I'll say
one of our little spies,
the
thieves.
moment you introduce the two, they're like, "Hey, all right, geezer. Yeah, I'm all right. You all right? Yeah, I'm all right." The two of them just like instantly like go into a bar. Oh, yeah, I'm all right.
I say, keep out of trouble, you two.
Oh yeah, we're all right.
watching.
Don't worry. Yep, they're straight off in there.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Gots, you watch Achaidh go into this creepy caravan where a pretty lady resides. How do you feel about your cousin going into such places alone? Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
All right, Achaidh.
All right.
Gots trusts you. Off you go.
Got it. Yep.
Always do.
Mute, silent. Oh, there he is.
Let's just have a little move. Ooh. Where to? That's the question.
Are you stepping inside with him, or are you just going to be like, yep, he's just stepping in there with what looks like a mystic hooker, so we'll leave him to it? What's your...
I think Mr. Cooker, we'll leave him to it. You know, it's
Okay.
none of my business. And if you want some sexy time, then we'll
Okay.
give him some sexy time.
You're more considerate than most. We'll come to you in a second, Gots. Achaidh, you go to knock on the door. Before you knock on the door, come in, darling.
Door open. Yeah. Yeah. I'll walk in. Gilda,
Nice to see you, darling.
any news?
Oh, lots.
Yeah. Walking Dead. Ghosts.
Yes, you're a man with a spear. Well, word gets around rather quickly. Not much else to talk about. Walking Dead, not good. Not good for the living.
No, they are not.
So, how are you going to make this problem
What do you
go
know?
away?
Oh, well. You know me. We'll figure it out sooner or later.
What you need...
What do you know about it?
Well... The problem is not what I know, but what I've seen. And the problem is making sense of what I've seen to someone that hasn't seen it. It's a problem with what one does with such toys. Points to a glass ball on her desk. Some things you see are unsettling, and I've seen a lot more of them come out of the ground. Something's not right.
May I sit down?
Certainly. The question is, where's it coming from? Or who?
Well, I've heard down south that they assume that it's coming from Drakenfell.
Yes.
Then that other places south of us are feeding whatever's in Drakenfell.
A reasonable suspicion, but possible. The old enchanter there I don't believe to be foothills of that castle, darling, have always had their quirks. Rarely has anything spread. This would be quite concerning.
Well, it's spread again because it was only going. It hadn't reached Bogenhofen until a couple of weeks ago, and now it's there.
Indeed. I tell you what, if we had that stone still, I bet you I could work some magic.
Yeah, that stone was pretty cursed in my eyes, and the Inquisition's not about to give that up, I'm sure.
She smiles at you for a few moments, just sort of not responding. Nothing wrong with the stone, darling. Just depends who uses it.
Well, you got a card reading for me today?
Oh, I imagine so. What sort of cards would you like? Happy cards?
Yeah, what are my options? Well, I don't see much happiness going on these days, but...
Indeed. I have something for Gobert as well, if you could. It presents a small vial.
Yeah, I can. This isn't going to make him pass out in the middle of the street like it did Lazarus, did it?
Undecided.
Okay, so
that's
I'll
up to
put
him.
him someplace safe first, so he doesn't get robbed.
Yes, might help. Best to be done.
Is he going to be safe in his shack out there?
As safe as anyone else.
So not really.
No, but I think he'll be just fine. I would say, tell him to drink it when he's in danger.
Will do.
Enhances the effect.
Oh. Can't wait.
Just a potion, darling. Nothing to worry about. But hairs on your chest. Would you like one?
Oh, I think I'll pass for now. Thank you.
Fine. So noble of you.
I just had some very, yeah, I had drank some stuff earlier today that put hair in my chest, quite literally, so I think I'm okay for it now.
Understood. That reminds me, my friend's on his way back. Looking forward to meeting you. But he doesn't get on too well with the Moor priests.
Who doesn't?
My friend.
The knight?
Ah, noble knight. Garrett.
The knight's name? That's Garrett?
Yes?
Or and then I look towards the Vale, or the other one.
One and the same,
Or are they
darling.
the same?
One and the same.
So he did come back?
From where?
Well, you said that he left, and that he might be dead.
Oh, yes, darling. He's on his way. He's been travelling. Business to take care of. But last time he met the Moor priests, there was a bit of a falling out, so if you could perhaps, while we appreciate their company, make them scarper. They have such a horrendously narrow-minded view towards us.
Very unfriendly towards the undead, Gilly.
And
Which is what we're having problems with.
Strigani. They don't get on with us, and before long, mark my words, they'll have a mob outside here with torches. That's how it goes. And I don't really want to burn in my sleep. Too pretty for that. Too much to live for. Too much to do.
Indeed, Gilly.
So, let's see if the cards are going to play ball. She shuffles. Roll me a D1000, please, Achaidh.
Okay. $1,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The first card that she draws shows a dark cloud. Rain cloud. Thick storm cloud, perhaps even. Well, we're in for some bad weather. Really that simple, though. And the next.
I lost you on that one. It went blank again.
Bad weather, darling. Lots of it. Keep an eye on the clouds. Don't mind getting a bit wet. And see what's next. Pulls out another card. Picture of the lover. Well, there's good news. You might meet someone. You might have met someone.
Not that I'm aware of.
Keep looking. They're out there. And the last one is a skull. A rather cliched skull. Well, it might not be your skull, at least. Certain amount of death to look forward to, though. Perhaps not for yourself, perhaps those around you. It's not always a bad thing.
Well, we've had a lot of death already, and hasn't been great so far.
Indeed, darling. Well, rarely are people done dying in Reichland. As we zoom the hell out. As Hyder actually has no idea where.
So
Yep.
that's where I put my hand out like I'm gonna drop something in her hand for her to take it.
Okay.
And I was like, just humor me, Gilda. And then
A present, darling.
it's just, well, of course, payment.
Okay. She
And,
holds out her hand.
And then I put the 3 silver that I usually throw on the table into her hand.
Sure. She takes them and closes her hand around them straight away. Holds it up to her chest. Thank you, darling.
And then I just wink, get up, and walk out. Did I notice anything when she touched it?
Make a roll for me, please.
Perception, I'm guessing, right? One of my best skills. Perception or intuition? What do you want me to do? They're both horrible.
Oof, wonderful.
Ugh. Yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
Doesn't seem to be any reaction. she,
Well,
after a few moments, she takes them away from her chest, opens her hand, and then smiles at you.
and smile back and walk out.
Marvelous. And we have
And then I'll go give Bert his thing.
give Bert his stuff. And I think we're going to wrap it up there, dudes. I'm not going to pressure Gots into any more ghost sightings just yet, but I am going to make you all... I am going to make you all roll on the Endeavour events because I want to see what happens. Let's go with some cheery music to wrap things up. Let's go for...
This Endeavor table is twice a week. It's going to hurt us.
It's going to be a lot of rolls. Bear with me a second. I'll read that in just a mo because we're going to bring up some music. And there we go. There we go. And we'll turn off... where are you, adventure music? There we go. Right. One of the local lords is holding a mighty feast. Those
We know
of
who
the
this is.
Silver 2 class and above may attend. There will be 60 cooks tending to the guests. There's said to be 104 oxen, 200 pigs, and 1,000 sweet dishes on offer. 300 barrels of ale. Those wishing to attend may make a new friend or ally in the same social standing. This could be a next session, potentially, if we have a few players that want to attend, and I will tell you where it is being hosted. If not, we can simply allow you to gain an ally, but a fatigue condition potentially at the beginning of next session. Right.
If other people are looking to attend, I'm happy to attend.
I think there could be some takers.
Yeah.
I think there could be some takers for next Monday, perhaps. Right. Let's go for Godbert. One of the local towns is starting to thrive. Ooh. And word has spread to Tarm. Roll a d10. Lose that many skill points of your lowest skill value industry. Sorry, bud.
Damn it, I thought that was going to be good for us.
Go on,
Then I
Bert.
reread it.
Roll a
It's not.
d10, please. Please. Okay.
What?
Oh god, this is sad, but the 5 fishermen basically fuck off. They're like, fuck it, I'm out. Like, you can get more fishermen, but yeah. There are good ones on here too. We'll find them soon. Gots.
Bullshit.
There's some really nice ones. Don't hate me.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh, you can get that in half an endeavour. Courtiers are expected to spend large stretches of time in court, living and operating under the suffocating political intrigue of Reichland. The courtiers of the party are summoned to Altdorf, both losing 1 endeavour, but gaining information of recent events. Oddly enough, that may be where the feast is. So if we have any courtiers, they may be summoned there to the feast, as it might not be that optional. Okay. I like it when things tie together. Sighard, you're having a really happy day.
That's me and Snow, basically. We're
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
court here then.
You're summoned to this banquet now. It will cost you an endeavour, but
Well,
you gain a friend.
alright.
Let the dice pick the story. Just accept and embrace,
Share something over.
nuffle into your heart. Come on. Don't build suspense.
I clicked it.
Click it harder.
It's just... I'm not clicking it more than this.
Okay, we'll get someone else to roll for a second. Reinhard,
Wandering
have you gone?
group of adventurers.
To roll again?
Okay, there you go. A wandering group of adventurers from Isleheart pass through the taverns en route to the east, armed with unusual equipment and trappings. They catch your attention, claiming to be hunters of the undead. For the price of an ale, unusual learning endeavour, you can learn lore undead as an advanced skill.
Well, I know my 2 endeavors.
I mean,
Yeah, I was going to
thematic.
say that sounds like right
Yep.
up my street, really.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I will say that they're off headed into the mountains because there's undead all over here. They reckon the cause of it is in the Haga crypts, and they're going to go put a stop to it. I'll give you more information based on your rolls. Who have we not done yet? Have we done Gotts? We've done Gotts, Reinhard.
It's all 4.
Oh, there's only 4 of us now. Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for stopping on by to our little corner of the internet where we play Warhammer Fantasy every Monday and Friday at 8 PM UK time, whatever frickin' time zone it's in at the time. BST currently. Thank you very much, and we will see you on Friday. Thank you, players. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
I like cigar.